What can you say about your performance so far this year, 2022? How does it compare to the previous pandemic years, 2021 and 2020?
Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Danny. Thank you for having me again in your program. We in the Philippine Hotel Owners Association are very happy with the performance of our hotels in the first or in the past 11 months of the year. Certainly, the occupancy rate, the revenue for 2022 are much better than what we registered for 21. And this has been driven largely by the markets, no, or the travelers coming from the US, from Canada, and the UK. Of course, we're also cautiously optimistic about 2023. We know that there are a lot of challenges, but we remain hopeful that it will be better than 2022.
Okay, when you say that your numbers for 2021 are better in terms of revenue and hotel occupancy compared to the past 2 years, can you nuance that for us more? At the same time, how does that compare to pre-pandemic levels naman? And how far do you think are you from reaching the 2019 levels that you had?
Let's look at 2023 versus 2022. For the hotels, for the first 11 months of the year, we're registering about 60 to 80% occupancy. Of course, it varies depending on the property, depending on the location. Last year, 2021, many of the hotels were doing about 50%. So clearly, 2022 is better. As to the question of how far are we from pre-pandemic levels, I think the figures on foreign arrivals will give you an indication of how much more we have to work on. The Department of Tourism reported that we have already attracted about 2 million foreign visitors for 2022, but that's still a long way off from the 8.2 million that we registered in 2019. So that gives you an indication of how much we have to work on. And many experts, both in international tourism associations and also the local industry stakeholders, feel that the earliest that we can go back to 2019 levels would be 2024.
Now, speaking of value for money there, Sir Bong, are you looking at the possibility of, sorry about that, accommodations increasing rates in the near term, especially, of course, as we try to deal with higher inflation, plus a possibility of an energy crisis next year as well? So how are you making your prices more attainable?
There's always a sweet spot. No? We're looking at a daily rate, no, that is affordable to the travelers, but at the same time will allow the hotels and the resorts to operate viably. But again, to make it more compelling, what we're doing is to make it more attractive for our customers. So how do we do this? Many of our hotels are coming up with new products. They're offering all more alfresco options, for example. They're doing pet-friendly rooms, pet menu. Many of them are also offering more healthy options, no? Because travelers now are more health conscious, no? Especially because of the pandemic.